This is the mic drop cardamom.
Yeah.
It is the mic drop cardamom. 10 out of 10.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10 for cardamom.
Wow. Ready?
Yeah,
The
next.
next one. All right, next one is another favorite of mine. Not to bias Sam already. Let's see what she gets out of it. Second. There you go.
Another sharp one.
Sharp. Yeah, well, it's also the weather, so I just try to pick certain things that is very good for this kind of a weather.
This is straight up fougere.
Is it fougere?
It smells fougere to me right now.
Maybe it's the other fragrances. Maybe we have to. Yeah, it has a fougere vibe or a spicy fougere vibe.
It's definitely spicy. Again.
Yes.
Spicy.
This is my genre.
This is your genre. But you know what? This is like one of my favorite genres to smell on men anyway.
Yeah,
so you hit the nail on the head in terms of, what is cool to wear and that still makes you stand out, but still,
Yeah. I mean, it's even though you are in Munich now, we are kind of roaming in some Marrakesh spice market for that.
You love spice.
Yeah. And it just goes along very well with my personality. And this is one of the fragrances that really blew my mind this year. Also a beautiful discovery of the year.
Wow.
Which spice do you get though?
I get pepper again.
Yeah, there is pepper I think as well there. I got completely different.
But I get soapy as well.
Mm-hmm.
I get soapy. Like, I don't want to say the same things again but I feel like it's in
the same genre, yeah.
It's in a similar genre of this like aftershave foamy, soapy type of thing with lots of pepper. It's getting a bit herbally.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is like top 2 most sharp fragrances I've probably ever smelled.
Do you get cinnamon? I
don't get cinnamon.
No? Because, well, it's a small story, but it smells like the cinnamon trees when we were in Sri Lanka. We smelled, there was a place where you could see how the cinnamon is scraped off the tree, and it takes me back in a second to Sri Lanka.
Oh,
to me, it's a lot of cinnamon.
I haven't smelled that.
Yeah.
The cinnamon trees.
It's a lot of cinnamon to me.
I get more pepper than cinnamon.
Yeah? How would you rate it?
This one I would rate 7 out of 10.
Yeah?
Which is also good.
Yeah. You want to know which one is it?
Okay, tell me.
It's a fragrance from Antoine Lee. You might all know him. It's a house called Iris Perfumes.
Scorpio Rising.
It's a Scorpio Rising, yes. It's, to me, beautiful cinnamon fragrance. Next tray.
And I love Eris, guys. I have spoken about this brand before. Yeah.
Which is your favorite from them?
Yeah, guess which one is my favorite?
MX.
Mabet,
yeah. Of course, yeah.
and MXX afterwards.
Yeah, because for me, this is my favorite because of the spice, but then Mabet is beautiful as well.
Yeah, so this one I would say is the most masculine.
Yeah, true.
Out of all of them, which is probably why I don't gravitate towards it, because I like mine genderless. Like, I like my fragrances neither on one side or the other, if you think about those constructions.
Yeah.
Constrictions and constructions.
All right, so we are on a roll to another favorite of mine. All right, let's see. Ooh, there you go.
Okay, I like that. I like that sound.
It's a very different direction.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. My nose is getting punched right now because the things you have are not subtle.
Yeah, definitely not subtle. Oh, this, like I said, I gave you a warning already.
Like this, I can smell it from here, people.
Yeah.
I can smell it from here. You like your Pow Wow fragrances, huh?
Yeah. This has also special meaning.
Oh, I know which one this is.
You know it?
This one is coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hot cup of coffee. And you're sitting by the window and you have like the aroma of the coffee coming up through your nostrils. It's more the brewed coffee than coffee bean, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely. It's like, this video is like all you need to watch if you're a true fraghead, okay? And you like this kind of thing.
I'll take it as a compliment.
This is the only video you need to watch on YouTube if you are a niche fraghead, okay? This is the best coffee out there. This is from this brand.
I would have said, okay, she knows it. Unbelievable.
This is from this brand. Mio Fushini. And it's called... I know the name.
Should I tell you?
No, don't tell me.
Okay.
I know the name.
It is from Mio Fushini. She got it right.
Okay, I forgot the name.
All right. It's called Little Song.
Yeah, Little Song.
Beautiful. Like a poetry to me. So
this is poetry in a bottle.
Yeah, it definitely is. So it is everything that Sam said. But to me, there is a lot of woody aspects. So for me, it is sipping on the coffee, but you're also sitting next to the fireplace, maybe even in a forest, in a woody, hut, so to say, old one,
yes.
dusty, patchouli, mossy. It's
yes,
one of the most niche coffee fragrances out there that smells nothing like other coffee fragrances out there. I'm a big coffee fanatic, as you can have seen so many times I've drank coffee. But also, when you talk about coffee, just like in cardamom, there are maybe handful of fragrances that do coffee very well, right? And I think to me, this is the best coffee I've smelled in my life.
The most realistic. Yeah. This is like magic.
Yeah.
Like, how did he create this? This is literally will take you to that. Like, I felt like sitting at a windowsill, but definitely like it was like you're sitting in a wooden place.
Yeah. It's like
I'm looking out the windowsill, but the wood is in the background. He's managed to have it there in the background so subtly. Woo!
Yeah.
Mic drop, 10 out of 10. Best
10
coffee.
10, right? So it is, like I said, I mean, this is the only one, or there are only two from Mio Fushini, but definitely a fragrance that you need to check out.
Thank you for this experience. I'm loving it.
My pleasure. I mean, that's the good thing about fragrances, I think, Sam.
It was worth the trip.
It was worth the trip, hopefully. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, you are in for a surprise, Anava. You might as well need to go out again to take a nose.
This smells bubblegummy.
Yeah.
Is it tuberose? It's some other floral.
It's rose, I think. Maybe there are tuberose.
It smells very bubblegummy. Now it's becoming more Middle Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is becoming like those candied Middle Eastern types of roses. It has this, I don't know if you know, but if you go to like, and I'm saying Middle East again. Sorry if anyone doesn't like that geographical explanation. But when you go to the souks, they have like these bars like of different fragrances. They have like amber bars, rose bars. It's like in a bar form. It's like a soap bar type of thing.
Okay.
And this is like that rose soap bar that you can get at the souks.
There's much more than rose though, right? Like there are white florals a little bit, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's tuberose or jasmine, but it does have that kind of...
It smells like white florals. I got white florals to begin with.
But there is also smokiness behind, right? A little bit.
I don't get smokiness. I get maybe it's smokiness the way you describe it, but what I'm trying to describe is that like Middle Eastern bar thing that you can get at the souks in Marrakesh, and they wipe it on your clothing.
Okay.
And your clothing smells like it for a long time.
I haven't
and it releases this kind of like, it's this kind of powder on your clothing.
Ah, okay. I know what you mean now.
You know what I mean?
But I haven't tried it like in Marrakesh, but I think in India you even have something like that. It's powdery.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's powdery and it lays on your clothing. It has that vibe of it.
You like it though?
I like it.
Yeah?
I really like it. I'm getting like jasmine injected in with this as well. Like, it's amazing, but it's definitely polarizing.
Right.
It's either you love it or you hate it.
I've had people stop me on the street and ask me what I was wearing, and it never happens in Germany because it's something personal here, compliment things. So it rarely happens. I was at a bakery and the guy says, "What are you wearing?" And I could not possibly tell him what it was because, first of all, it's niche and it's also from a different part of the world. So, and I was in a restaurant. Two sprays completely filled in the room. I could smell it from every corner. So it's that kind of but polarizing in terms of powerful and not piercing, so to say, another level.
I'm getting pepper coming through now as well.
Probably.
It's definitely becoming more and more complex.
You
know what? But this is so surprising to me because compared to everything else, I would have never guessed you would wear something like this.
Wow, really?
I would not. It's becoming more like sharp peppery now. But from the beginning,
I love it.
From the beginning and till the middle, I would not have guessed that this is something that you would wear.
And
because you haven't done anything floral in that sense.
Yeah, it is floral. But I also get coffee from it. And there is a lot of coffee in it. And it's this coffee rose. To me, This fragrance could have been called coffee rose, and I think there is a coffee rose fragrance out there. But
But
nevertheless,
it's more bean.
yeah,
It's
I
coffee
think it's the
bean because it's
smokiness.
bitter. It's kind of like
Yes,
it's not brewed.
coffee, rose, caramel, jasmine, woods, oud. That's what I get out of it. Very, very Oriental amber-esque.
It's that nice Middle Eastern combination. Rahul, I would wear this.
Yeah, look. I don't shy away from floral fragrances, and like you mentioned, I mean, you wouldn't expect me to do it, but I swear by this one. It's a Okay, maybe do you have any guesses? We talked about Middle Eastern. I don't know if it's Middle East, but any guesses? I can give you a guess, but I'm not sure if you will be able to guess it. It's Turkish brand or a creator.
I would not have guessed that a Western brand would create something like this. I don't think they would be able to grasp it.
Yeah.
But I'm like shocked because it's so, for me, different from everything else that you have here. Yeah. And to me, it makes me like happy and proud that you have such a variation in your taste.
Yeah.
Like that you can pull this off and you're telling me people compliment you. Hello, because this stands out like crazy. Yeah. I don't think I've ever met a man who would smell like this.
Yeah. And I think that's the punchy part of it. And it's just, to me, it's a smell of heaven. I don't know. I don't even know if I believe in heaven and hell, but nevertheless, that's a different video.
Like it takes personality to wear
exactly.
this.
You need to have a strong, bold, unapologetically strong.
Like this is me. Here I am.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Right.
And I love you for it. Like I love this. This is like everything that my channel is for. Wear what's you.
Yeah. And so I'm glad that it speaks to you.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I appreciate 9 out of 10.
Yeah. So this is a beautiful creator that I respect a lot from Turkey. It's a brand called Pekji, and the fragrance is called Ruh.
It's Pekji. I haven't tried any Pekji yet.
Oh, you are in for a surprise. I can only recommend. If I can recommend 2 creators to try here, it would be Mio Fushini from Italy and Pekji from Istanbul or Turkey.
I've heard so much about Pekji.
It's out of the world. Look at that.
I've heard
Look
so
at the
much.
color of the fragrance. He's really one artist I have huge respect for.
Okay, if you like fragrant art, Pekji, Mio Fushini.
Yeah, absolutely.
Done.
All right, 9 out of 10. That was good as well.
No, that's phenomenal.
I'm glad you like it, Sam.
Phenomenal.
This is a fragrance. There you go. Oh, I can't wait for you to smell this one.
They're all so strong. Wow.
I didn't know, because it's always like this. Someone who has smelled so much light fragrances, I think maybe makes sense to put it on the skin. You know what I mean? Like to smell from the blotter and give the first reaction. To me, on purpose, I chose fragrances that have stronger opening because I find it very difficult to review or iris fragrance, for example, because these fragrances, the magic is on the skin, and this is why I always say, and it's all subjective, but for me it was important that the fragrance
you got
tells
a reaction
you correct, and that gives you the reaction, that you take it at the face value.
You're getting reactions right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't put my finger on the note. I know this this note. Smell overdose. I know this note. Why can't I put my finger on what it is?
I don't even know if there is one note.
It's very distinctive.
But I don't even know if there is one note. When I smelled it, to me it was, I won't say it to influence you, but to me it was like a...
It's leather.
Yeah, could be. To me, it was boozy notes.
It's suede-y.
Yeah. I think there is quite a lot of leather in there. But for me, it was more booziness that was coming out of it. Spices dipped in booze.
Like, my nose is going through an experience here.
I mean, I wanted to take you through, stronger ones and not stronger ones. But yeah, I mean, there was some, like Scorpio Rising was not so polarizing on the top. I think.
There was nothing not strong here.
Yeah, true.
These are all reactive fragrances.
Yeah, true. They definitely asked for they are eyebrow raisers to me, most of the fragrances, because that was how I felt when I first sprayed them on, and I wanted that reaction from you, so.
For me, I get leather spicy from this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you said boozy, I get that suggested.
Yeah.
So I do get the booziness now.
Yeah. But very, very distinctive, right? Like to
very
me,
distinctive. It's like, the thing is for me, the leather that I smelled was a sweet leaning leather. It is so distinctive, yeah. Another really punchy one.
Yeah. But another creator I have huge respect for. Recently, I've been loving her work for the same brand, actually. but also her other fragrances.
This would smell really. This one I don't think gets justice on the blotter.
Yeah.
This one definitely, because there are some other ones, they're so punchy that you get the full experience on the blotter even because they're just. But this one, it has it has multiple layers that would only come through on skin. So I feel like I'm doing a disservice to this fragrance by smelling it on the blotter right now.
Yeah. And this one I blind bought and don't recommend it. But this was one of the, you know, when you win a lottery, it was that kind of a lottery. And this is what I said. I bought it purely based on the creator, you know. So I knew that I like her work. Now, you know, it's her. And I was like, hey, I can't go wrong with it. I don't have much boozy stuff. And this is probably 1 out of 5 boozy fragrances. I completely adore it.
The undertones of this are like what makes this one stand out compared to other boozy fragrances. Like the nuances that are coming through beneath the booze.
Any guesses of which part of the world it is? Where does it come from? I mean, we have been there. Let's call it like that. You and all the people who are listening, you probably know the geographical location, or that probably speaks a lot to me. But we have been there.
Have we been there?
Yeah.
Is it Italy?
No.
Middle East.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I have no idea what it is. You're gonna have to tell me quickly.
All right, it's Overture Man from Amouage.
Hi.
This is the last one from the batch, so that we don't keep people too long. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there will be a name of it. Give me a second.
Don't overdo this phrase. I've like had a lot in my nose.
I don't know. I never know how much is enough.
Okay, so we're going light?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this is lighter.
Yes.
Much lighter.
Yeah, very airy.
Much, much lighter. It's kind of like tea-like.
Yeah.
I'm still getting sweet tea.
Mm-hmm. Very calming, right? To me, it's very cocooning, very zen-like to me. I get
very zen, definitely. I like it a lot. This one is a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, but also not that you smell a lot of time. Like it's very unique in a way because of this one spice. I don't know if it's a spice, but it's also the most easiest to wear from all the ones that we have talked.
It's kind of like creamy, nutty.
It is nutty, right? I think nutty is the word, and I think it comes from that spice that I'm talking about.
It's getting slightly more nutty, but it's still progressing slowly. I think I know this one.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if you know it because I think they are not so known. But I've put a huge dent on the bottle.
I've smelled it. We have it in London.
Okay. It does have a signature to it. Like you could recognize it. What is it? What do you think?
But because of the genre that it's in, there are a lot of fragrances in this genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's hard to distinguish. Now it's getting less like that sweet tea, more citrusy almost.
There are citrus. There is a lot of citrus in the opening.
It's like you just added lemon to it.
Yeah. It's like a zen. It's like a Japanese. You're sitting in a Japanese garden and they gave you some tea with some flower petals on the top with that spice that, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's a spice, but you get something very distinct in this, like apart from the citrus, apart from
I know which one this is. It's also like calmingly sweet because it doesn't go overboard.
Yeah, very well balanced.
Is it that Sesame Chan?
Yeah, you got that right. It is Sesame Chan from Anima Vinci. I like it. Look at that. I mean, you know, I've had so many like non-fragrance people come here. Everyone loved it. Like they bought the bottle.
This is a crowd pleaser. It's a crowd pleaser. Okay. This one I would recommend if you like things like Bal d'Afrique.
Yeah, correct. It's that kind of a non-offensive fragrances for yourself.
Inoffensive, office-friendly, but has pizzazz, has a little bit of something. It's stimulating for your nose at the same time. Yeah. Not boring.
And I also like the bottles. The idea is like
very
the pebbles,
nice bottle.
Pebble kind of an idea. And I find it very easy to wear, all weather.
It's become so lemony now.
Yes, absolutely true. But do you get, like, for me, there's roasted sesame or sesame seed.
Yeah, it has that nuttiness to it.
Yeah, and that makes it a little bit kind of grounded or earthy almost, right? So there are the citrusy notes in there, but because of that sesame or sesame seed, which is very uncommon. Like how rarely do you come across a fragrance that has and I think it's very surprisingly very well done in the fragrance. So very easy recommendation to anyone who's looking for something easy like Pal de Freak Sam mentioned, but also has an edge and goes in a very unique direction. Beautiful fragrance. Ratings?
I rate this
Very-
one highly as well.
Yeah.
I'm rating everything highly. 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I think purely also because of the ease of wearing it.
The ease of
easily.
wear. The ease of wear. Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you for watching today's video. As always, I hope that you enjoyed having my guest on this channel, Rahul.
Thank you very much for doing this.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Like, it's so much fun. It makes me realize how good this fragrance thing. I always say it's much more fun when you do it two people. Even better when there are more. And I hope you could smell these fragrances with your loved ones and enjoy this because it's attached to the memories. And yeah, it was so much fun. I can't believe it that we did it.
I feel so honored and privileged to be able to have this experience with Rahul, all because of social media, of YouTube. Thanks to you guys for all of your support watching my content. And also check out Rahul's channel, Eternal Scent Journey. I will have all of the links down below, as well as his Instagram. Check it out. He does amazing interviews with all kinds of perfumers. And so, yes, you will get A+ fragrance content from him.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Have a nice one, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.